Hey sleepers, Clint here from Tuck. Today we're going to be checking out the brand new 8 Sleep Pod. 8 Sleep entered the sleep space with a smart mattress cover that had tracking and heating capabilities. Now they've evolved to the 8 Sleep Pod, which is a comprehensive sleep system. It has a mattress, an active grid with heating and cooling capabilities, and it's controlled by their app. The Pod boasts a lot of features, and it's one of the only active cooling products on the market. But does it work? Keep watching to find out. Testing the mattress today, we have average weight sleeper, Clint. That's me. So here's the deal. This is a unique mattress that tries to personalize your sleep experience in the form of data tracking and temperature regulation. So we're modifying our standard mattress review to incorporate those features, and I'll be sharing my sleep experience along the way. Let's get to it. Setting up the 8 Sleep Pod is a bit more involved than your standard bed-in-the-box mattress. It arrives with 3 boxes of stuff and instructions to get you going. After unboxing the mattress and connecting everything according to the plans, you'll need to install the 8 Sleep app and sync it with the hub. Follow directions on the app to prime the system, and it will prompt you to set up a user profile while waiting. It will ask you a few questions about your sleep preferences, and I chose for it to keep me cold throughout the night. You can also invite a partner to the other side of the bed. They'll control their side independent of your side with their own device. They'll get a sleep fitness score and a breakdown of their results. You can share that within the app with your partner or not. Keep it to yourself. It took about 2 hours to get everything up and running, so it's something to keep in mind for your first night. The 8 Sleep Pod comes with an 11-inch mixed foam mattress. The comfort layers consist of 2 inches Luracore foam, which is a latex alternative, on top of 2 inches of polyfoam, on top of 2 inches of 4-pound visco memory foam. The support core consists of 5 inches of high-density polyfoam. The cover is made from polyester and cotton and contains 8 Sleep's Active Grid, which is a smart sleep tracker and thermal regulator. The Active Grid connects to your hub via tubing, and the hub is controlled with the 8 Sleep app to heat or cool water throughout the grid to adjust to your sleep preference. The sleep tracker sends data to the app throughout the night, recording when you get in bed, fall asleep, reach deep sleep, toss and turn, wake up, get out of bed, and other metrics. It tracks and charts these events and rates your rest with a sleep score. The mattress with the 8 Sleep Pod is about a 6 out of 10 on the firmness scale, making it a medium firm mattress. Since the grid enclosure sits atop the comfort foams, you can feel it through your mattress protector and sheets. It makes it a bit firmer and less conforming than it would otherwise be. You will feel closer to sleeping on rather than in the mattress. To gauge support, we look at spinal alignment while sleepers lay on their side. I recruited some help from the Tuck team to show how the mattress performs with different body types. As you can see, the pod provides adequate support for most sleepers, though slightly better for light and average weight sleepers. To assess motion isolation, I placed a glass of water on one side of the mattress and I moved around the other. Like most foam mattresses, the pod does a great job of absorbing motion, and the glass barely moves. The Active Grid cover does transfer some motion, but it's pretty indiscernible. When looking at edge support, I noticed significant sinkage while sitting on and sleeping close to the edge of the bed. It is pretty common for all foam mattresses to have weak edge support, and the 8 Sleep Pod is no exception. Using our 2D and 3D pressure mapping tools, we're able to tell how well the 8 Sleep Pod relieves pressure. I brought back members of the team to show how the mattress performs with different body types. As you can see, the mattress did a decent job relieving pressure. We did experience some pressure on our hips and shoulders while laying on our side, but overall it did well. When it comes to temperature neutrality, the sleep system is one of the best on the market. The Active Grid can heat and cool to a wide range of temperatures, and with the app you can dial into your preferred temperature preference, and it will even adjust throughout the night. So I've been sleeping on the bed about a week. On my first day, I set up my profile to be cold and stay cold throughout the night. Instantly, I could tell a difference from my normal mattress. As soon as I got in bed, it was really cool to the touch. I was able to get cozy and snuggle in really quickly. So the next morning, I was excited to look at the results, and instantly I realized that it credited me more hours than I actually slept. Digging a little deeper into the results, I was able to see that the app was registering me as being asleep the whole time I was in bed just watching TV. And in the morning, after I woke up, I laid in bed a little bit as I normally do. It was still crediting me for more sleep. So the app had a hard time distinguishing between when I was in bed awake and laying still and actually sleeping. I also noticed that the app was registering me as waking up and getting out of bed multiple times throughout the night. I know consciously I didn't do that, and I'm pretty sure I'm not a sleepwalker, so that kind of stood out to me as well. There is a function in the app where you can edit your sleep sessions, so you can alter the time you get in and out of bed or fall asleep and wake up. You can't, however, edit the events within your sleep session, so those times I woke up and got out of bed, you can't change that. I did edit my sleep session to the times that I feel like I actually fell asleep and woke up. And going forward, I made an effort to make sure that I only got in bed when I was ready to fall asleep, and when I woke up in the morning, I got up and got out of there. So over the next few nights, I wanted to test out the features that the app offers. They've got thermal alarms and temperature profiling. So the thermal alarm allows you to wake up with a gradual heating or cooling. I tested out both using no audible accompaniment to see how these things actually work. Warming worked really well for me, got hot, made me want to get up and get out of bed in the morning. Cooling, it did get really cold, but it just felt comfortable to me and I wanted to stay in bed longer. I was surprised at how well the thermal alarm actually worked. I could see it being a huge benefit for couples because you're not getting that sound to wake everyone up. You're just heating or cooling your side of the bed and you wake up without disturbing your partner. The temperature profile is how the system adjusts to your temperature preferences throughout the night. It breaks it down into 3 phases: bedtime, deep sleep, and complete sleep. It will adjust the temperature to your settings and what phase of sleep the app thinks you're in. My profile was set to the default cold setting, and over the course of my time sleeping on the bed, it did seem like it altered a little bit and got cooler for me, which I did like. So I went in and actually made it a little colder to get a better, more complete night's sleep, and it felt really great, I think I did. But going through my sleep data, I was still seeing all these events throughout the night showing that I'm waking up and getting out of bed multiple times still. So I don't know if that was me just tossing and turning too much, because I felt like I was getting a full, complete night's sleep. So I brought it to the team and we theorized that maybe I'm moving too far over into the opposite side of the bed and the app is registering me as waking up. I thought it was kind of odd when I setting up my profile that I had to choose one side of the bed or the other. As a single sleeper, I couldn't just choose the entire mattress for myself. So to test our theory, I built a pillow barrier to keep me contained to one side of the bed in hopes that these events would disappear. The next morning, when looking over my sleeper data, I realized that it only had me getting up out of bed one time and all these other events were gone. So it really does appear that the 2 zones work independently from each other, but you can't, as a single sleeper, utilize the whole bed for yourself. This seems like a missed opportunity for the 8 Sleep Pod. The app also features smart home integration, so you can set a whole sleep mood for when you're ready to go to bed, or connect that thermal alarm to your coffee maker and start your morning off right. Now, I didn't test these features, but if they work, that sounds pretty awesome. That said, I did encounter some bugs with the app. So there are a few instances where the app displayed different data than the original readout. I don't know what was causing this, and it always seemed to revert back to the right original information, so it had me confused on more than one occasion. While looking at heart rate, respiratory rate, and bed surface temperature, it seems like the information's mislabeled because I'm getting averages lower than my minimums, thinking maybe the labels were swapped. The app is cool. Obviously it needs a little work. Hopefully they keep developing it, fix these bugs, because this app could be a really good tool. I didn't set out to be a better sleeper, but after getting a few days of poor results, I really did want to see what I could do to up that rating, and so I did tweak a little bit to try and get that better score. It's almost like a game. Looking at this mattress, it's pretty comfy. It's your standard medium firm all foam bed. I'm a combination side and stomach sleeper, so I usually prefer something softer, more conforming, but that being said, it didn't deter me from my normal sleeping positions. But the cooling features where it's at, it kept me really cool throughout the night. I loved it. It's a really good night's sleep. Now, let's see how the 8 Sleep Pod stacks up in our mattress tests. It has an all-foam feel, but slightly less conforming because of the active grid cover. Support was very good for light and average weight sleepers, and good for heavyweight sleepers. Motion isolation is very good, while edge support is fair. Pressure relief is very good for average weight sleepers, and good for light and heavyweight sleepers. And lastly, temperature neutrality is excellent. So here are a few takeaways from our 8 Sleep Pod testing. So the 8 Sleep Pod is not just a mattress, it's a whole sleep system and comes with a higher price tag. So if you've just recently bought a new mattress or love the one you have, you can't purchase the technology separately and combine it with what you already have. The system has multiple components, and as with any product, increasing the pieces involved increases the potential points of failure. Additionally, this thing has water running through it, which makes physically moving it more challenging than a regular mattress. The technology is really cool, but seems like there are a few kinks to work out. And if you're a solo sleeper who tends to move around in the night or sleep more towards the center of the mattress, the system may struggle to track you properly. We recommend the 8 Sleep Pod for temperature-sensitive sleepers. So if you sleep excessively hot or excessively cool, the active grid could really help you regulate your temperature throughout the night. With the 2 independent climate-controlled zones, along with great motion isolation and the thermal alarms to prevent further disturbance to your partner, the system's a great fit for couples. We recommend the 8 Sleep Pod for anyone who's interested in sleep fitness or looking for alternative ways to improve their sleep. The Sleep Tracker and Sleep Fitness Score offer potential tools to do so, and I know I found myself wanting to improve my score as the nights went on. We recommend this system for technology and smart home enthusiasts. It's definitely an innovative sleep system. If you like new technology or you're looking for a new device to pair with your smart home, this could be a good fit for you. If you're considering the 8 Sleep Pod, here's some additional information you may be interested in. The system comes with a 100-night sleep trial and ships free. It comes with a 1-year warranty on the tech and a 10-year mattress warranty. For up-to-date pricing and exclusive discounts, check the description below or visit us at tug.com. That's it for our 8 Sleep Pod review. Please like the video and subscribe to our channel if you found this helpful. If you have any questions about this or any product, please leave them below and we'll get back to you as soon as we can. Sleep well!